Hey, how's it going? It's Eric. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching these videos. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for following along and leaving all the cool comments. What's up? He's very vocal. His name is Wolfie. But yeah, thanks for leaving all those comments. I really do appreciate it. It's really fun, like talking back and forth. I got a lot of cool questions. Of course, everyone wants to know what's going on with the whole Air Force officer thing, and also what's been going on with the state military reserve, which I'm in. So I'll talk about both of those today. And I also got a question about my tattoos. I have several. I think maybe I'll talk a little bit about them. I may not take my shirt off though, I'm way out of shape. But anyways, so what's been going on? As you guys know, I was in the delayed entry program for the Air Force. I was supposed to ship in February. So that actually means by now, I would have been done with BMT. I booked a job, Precision Measurements Equipment Lab. That's right. I booked that job. So I discharged from the delayed entry program so I can pursue the officer side for active duty. And so I think with the last couple of weeks, it was announced that the rest of the 2018 boards were canceled and it wouldn't start back up until 2019, which kind of put me in a really bad position because I'll be 40 by the time I'd be able to get to a board and get into OTS if I got past the board. And so basically I'm aged out. It doesn't look like, it have to be some kind of crazy miracle for this, for me to be able to get in. So that was kind of a bummer because, we took this big gamble to see if we can, at least get to a board and talk to, or at least get to a board and then try to, get into OTS this year, but it's not going to happen. So once I found out the board, it's going to be impossible for me to go to a board this year, I contacted a Navy Reserve officer recruiter and, wanted to see what they had to say. I qualified for their supply officer program. So I think the next step for me is I have to go back to MEPS to do some kind of consult. I guess the Navy has a little bit different requirements versus the Air Force at MEPS, so I don't know. So I guess I have to go back. That's gonna be awesome. So I got to do that. But also I'm also still. I started talking with the Air National Guard recruiter for my state, the state of California. I met one when I was working an event at Los Alamitos, the Joint Forces base out here. And I just kind of talked to him a little bit, and so we're gonna talk a little bit about it because I think it works a little bit differently for Air National Guard. I mean, they don't usually commission people off the street, as you would say. You would go in enlisted, and then if a commissioned officer position for your Air Force specialty code opens up, and then you can apply for it. I think that's kind of how it works. But we'll see. I'm actually considering that too. All I know is that I have to get all this crap done by January, or else I'm gonna be in deep. I'm gonna be cutting it really close to where I'm not gonna be able to do anything at all. So that's where I'm at with that. Yeah, active duty Air Force looks like it's not gonna happen. Navy Reserve Supply Officer Program, I'm thinking about really going all the way with that one, or the Air National Guard as enlisted, and then crossing my fingers, maybe something will come up where I can go as a commissioned officer. And it's not I have to be an officer. It's not that. I just wanted to apply for the highest position possible, and then see what happens. So that's what's been going on with that. Like what's been keeping me all tied down, like luckily, is that I'm in a state military reserve. But yeah, I have a straight up deadline where I have to get this all figured out really quickly, or else I'm just going to be too old and I'll just be in the state military. Which is, yeah, I'm in the state military right now. A lot of people, when on my Instagram, they see like, in uniform and we're cruising around in a Humvee, but they don't really get it because it says, instead of saying U.S. Army on my uniform, it says California. That's because, I'm in the California State Military Reserve. With us, we only answer to the governor, and we're only in the state of California. We don't deploy internationally or nationally. We just deploy within our state. So yeah, the state military has been pretty cool. It's a fun organization to be a part of. It's not for everybody. It is, it's the California State Military Reserve. You can look that up. We are the military for the state of California, right under the California National Guard and the Air National Guard. There's an air side too. But yeah, we support the California National Guard. We do a lot of training side by side with them. We actually train the National Guard on a lot of things like weapons qualifications and Humvee driving. They train the Humvee drivers. And I think, what else they do? They do a bunch of cool stuff like security forces. Some of the bases out here, the National Guard bases, they're guarded by state military reserve soldiers. It's pretty cool. It's a little bit different from the big U.S. Army in a way that our orders don't come from the president, they come from the governor of California. And we also deploy only within the state of California. So it's really cool. I've been in it for like a year and 3 months. So I think within 2 years I'll get tuition reimbursement. So I was gonna kind of use that as a way to get my master's degree if that was the option. So it's a pretty cool organization. It's mostly I would say prior service. Usually from what I can tell, from the people I've met, they've gone, they've already done active duty and then they went to the reserve and then they went to the state military. I think not all the states have a state military. I think it's California, New York, Texas, Louisiana. I don't know for sure, but I mean they're out there. But yeah, ours, like I said, we don't deploy internationally or nationally. We're just in the state of California. It's a pretty good time. But yeah, one person I met, one of my mentors, he's been flying helicopters since the Vietnam War, flew the Hueys through Vietnam and then all the way up to Afghanistan flying Blackhawks. It's 50 years of military service and then joins the state military. Those are the kind of people you'll find in there. And I thought it was ideal because, one, I wanted to be in the military and then, I don't want to just not do anything while I'm waiting to get in. So, but yeah, state military is a little bit different. Definitely check it out if it's something that you're interested in. But yeah, it's not for everybody. It is a commitment, but yeah, it's something to look into. If you have more questions about that, let me know. We can talk about it. But yeah, so I guess in the meantime, I'm just waiting to, not just waiting, I'm trying to figure out which direction I'm going to go, and we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, I'm just trying to, I'll be just still in the state military, serving there, and then trying to figure out if I'm going to go to the California Air National Guard or the Navy Reserve. If it's Air National Guard, I really hope I get contracting because that's the one job, that's the dream job. So if it's going to be enlisted as an airman, I hope it's for sure going to be contracting. But anyways, that's what's been going on. Thanks again for watching these videos. I really do appreciate it. A lot of people still hit me up about the ASVAB. That's totally cool. I haven't taken it in a year, but I still remember most of it and how I studied. So if you have any questions, please let me know. If you want like a certain video on an ASVAB, let me know too. I got a couple questions about my tattoos. I haven't put that one up yet just because I'm not in shape. I don't have like abs or anything right now, so I really don't like want to take my shirt off. But appreciate all the views and comments. Any questions on the CalGuard or the California State Military Reserve or the ASVAB, let me know. We'd love to help. And if you have any advice too, like if you think that the Navy Reserve Supply Officer Program is the way to go, or the Air National Guard, let me know. I would love to hear what other people's experiences are. So anyways, thanks again for watching these videos. I really do appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys soon.